Rome, the eternal city, steeped in history and power. It's Easter week and the world's eyes are on Italy, a nation holding a crucial position in the complex web of global politics. And right there, in the heart of it all, we have a meeting between U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Now, these kinds of diplomatic encounters are rarely just dry, formal affairs. They're loaded with subtext, cultural nuances, and often a bit of carefully crafted charm. This particular meeting gained traction because of a lighthearted moment. J.D. Vance, in his opening remarks, made a joke about the Italian language. He stated, "She could have called me a jerk and I wouldn't know," while also expressing that Italian is the most beautiful language imaginable. This moment, while seemingly brief, offers a window into the delicate dance of international relations. To really understand this, we need to look at the players involved. Giorgia Meloni, Italy's first female prime minister, is a figure who has risen to prominence on a platform of conservative values. Her political journey has been closely watched, not just in Europe, but here in the States as well. J.D. Vance, on the other hand, is a rising star in American politics, known for his articulate and sometimes provocative commentary. His presence in Rome, especially coinciding with Easter, adds layers of significance to this meeting. The backdrop to this meeting is also important. There are ongoing transatlantic trade discussions and the war in Ukraine, which is a major concern for both the United States and Italy. Italy plays a very important role in the European Union and is a very important ally to the United States. Therefore, how these two leaders interact is very important to the global political stage. So this meeting, while containing a light-hearted moment, is very important. Now, let's unpack the joke a bit. She could have called me a jerk and I wouldn't know. It's a classic icebreaker, right? A way to diffuse tension and establish a bit of rapport. But it also reveals something about the cultural bridge that needs to be crossed in these kinds of meetings. Language isn't just about words, it's about understanding the nuances, the unspoken messages, the cultural context. Think about it. Italian culture, with its rich history and expressive language, is vastly different from American political discourse. There's a certain formality, a certain elegance, that's often expected in European diplomacy. Vance's remark, while lighthearted, acknowledges that gap. It's a way of saying, I'm aware of the cultural differences and I'm trying to bridge them. And then he follows it up with, the most beautiful language imaginable. That's a compliment, of course, but it's also a way of showing respect. It's a nod to Italy's cultural heritage, its artistic legacy, its place as a cradle of Western civilization. In the realm of diplomacy, those kinds of gestures matter. They build goodwill, they create a sense of shared understanding. But here's where it gets interesting. How did Meloni respond? What was the body language, the tone of voice? These details, often overlooked in the headlines, are crucial to understanding the dynamics of the meeting. Was there a shared laugh? A subtle smile? Or perhaps a more reserved acknowledgement? These small moments reveal the true nature of the interaction. And then we need to consider the audience. These meetings aren't just for the people in the room. They're for the cameras, for the media, for the world to see. Every word, every gesture is carefully scrutinized. Vance's joke, therefore, wasn't just a spontaneous remark, it was a calculated move designed to project a certain image. It was a play to make himself relatable, to show that he's not just a politician but a person. A person who appreciates the beauty of Italian culture. This is extremely important in the political landscape of the world. And it helps to smooth over any potential issues that may arise in international relations. Now, let's move beyond the pleasantries and get to the real substance of this meeting. Because, let's be clear, this wasn't just a social call. J.D. Vance and Giorgia Meloni were there to discuss serious issues that have far-reaching implications for both the United States and Italy. One of the key topics on the table, undoubtedly, was the war in Ukraine. Italy, as a member of the European Union and NATO, has been a crucial ally in supporting Ukraine against Russian aggression. The United States, of course, has been leading the charge in providing military and financial aid. So, these two leaders likely discussed strategies for continued support, the challenges of maintaining unity among allies, and the long-term implications of the conflict. And then there's the issue of trade. The economic relationship between the U.S. and Italy is significant, with billions of dollars in goods and services flowing between the two countries each year. But there are also ongoing trade disputes, particularly concerning agricultural products and digital services. These discussions are often complex and sensitive, requiring careful negotiation and compromise. So, it's safe to assume that Vance and Meloni addressed these issues, seeking ways to strengthen economic ties while resolving trade tensions. Another vital point of discussion is the issue of immigration. Italy, located at the heart of the Mediterranean, has been a major point of entry for migrants from Africa and the Middle East. Meloni has taken a firm stance on immigration, advocating for stricter border controls and tougher policies. This is an issue that resonates with many Americans, particularly those who share concerns about border security. So, it's likely that Vance and Meloni discussed their respective approaches to immigration, seeking common ground on this complex and often divisive issue. And let's not forget the broader geopolitical context. Italy's position in the Mediterranean makes it a crucial player in regional security. The United States, with its strategic interests in the region, relies on Italy as a key partner. So, these leaders likely discussed issues such as counterterrorism, maritime security, and the growing influence of China in the region. All of these topics are very important to the relations of both nations. The joke about the Italian language happened during a meeting of serious consequence. Therefore, the small moment is a small part of a much larger story. Now, let's shift our focus to the domestic political implications of this meeting. For both J.D. Vance and Giorgia Meloni, this encounter wasn't just about international diplomacy, it was also about projecting a certain image to their respective domestic audiences. For Meloni, this meeting was an opportunity to showcase her leadership on the world stage. She's the first female prime minister of Italy, a figure who has defied expectations and risen to the highest office. By engaging with a prominent American politician like J.D. Vance, she's signaling that Italy is a key player in global affairs, a nation that commands respect and attention. And let's not forget the optics. Meloni is a skilled communicator, known for her powerful oratory and her ability to connect with voters. This meeting allowed her to present herself as a confident and capable leader, someone who can hold her own in the company of international dignitaries. The lighthearted moment with Vance, if handled well, could even humanize her, showing a more relaxed and approachable side. For J.D. Vance, this meeting was also a strategic move. He's a rising star in the Republican Party, often seen as a potential future leader. By engaging with a prominent European leader like Meloni, he's bolstering his foreign policy credentials, demonstrating that he's not just a domestic politician but a statesman who can navigate the complex world of international relations. And let's be real, American politics is a game of image. Vance's joke about the Italian language, while seemingly spontaneous, was likely a calculated move to project a certain persona. He's showing that he's not just a hard-nosed politician but also someone with a sense of humor, someone who can connect with people from different cultures. This is extremely important in the eyes of the American public. Also, consider the demographics. Many Americans have Italian heritage, and any show of respect towards Italian culture can resonate positively with these voters. By emphasizing the beauty of the Italian language, Vance is making a subtle appeal to this demographic, signaling that he values their cultural heritage. So, this meeting, with its lighthearted moments and serious discussions, was a carefully choreographed piece of political theater. Both Vance and Meloni were playing to their respective audiences, projecting an image of strength, competence, and cultural sensitivity. The small joke, then, is a small piece of a much larger narrative. So, what's the takeaway from this meeting? What are the lasting impressions, and how might this encounter shape future U.S.-Italy relations? First and foremost, it's a reminder that diplomacy is a delicate art. It's not just about policy papers and formal agreements, it's about building relationships, fostering trust, and navigating cultural differences. J.D. Vance's joke, while seemingly trivial, highlights the importance of these soft skills. It's a reminder that even in the high-stakes world of international politics, a bit of humor and cultural sensitivity can go a long way. Second, it underscores the importance of the U.S.-Italy relationship. Italy, as a key member of the European Union and NATO, plays a crucial role in European security and stability. The United States, with its strategic interests in the Mediterranean, relies on Italy as a vital partner. This meeting, therefore, was an opportunity to reaffirm that partnership, to strengthen ties, and to address shared challenges. Third, it provides a glimpse into the evolving political landscape. Giorgia Meloni's rise to power signals a shift in Italian politics, a move towards a more conservative and nationalistic approach. J.D. Vance, with his own brand of populist conservatism, represents a similar trend in American politics. This meeting, therefore, was a chance for these two leaders to find common ground, to explore shared values, and to forge a working relationship. Fourth, it serves as a reminder that international relations are always evolving. The world is constantly changing, with new challenges and opportunities emerging. The U.S.-Italy relationship, like any relationship, requires constant nurturing and adaptation. This meeting, therefore, was an opportunity to lay the groundwork for future cooperation, to address emerging issues, and to ensure that the partnership remains strong. Finally, the reaction to the joke is a mirror to the current state of media and social media. In today's world, small moments like these are often amplified and scrutinized, with every word and gesture analyzed for hidden meanings. This meeting, therefore, serves as a reminder of the power of communication and the importance of careful messaging. The way that the media and the public receive and react to these types of moments becomes a part of the story. In conclusion, the meeting between J.D. Vance and Giorgia Meloni, with its lighthearted moment and serious discussions, was a significant event. It was a moment of diplomacy, a moment of political theater, and a moment that offers insights into the complex and ever-evolving relationship between the United States and Italy. And while the joke about the Italian language may seem like a small detail, it's a detail that speaks volumes about the art of diplomacy, the importance of cultural understanding, and the power of communication in the global arena. This meeting is a small part of the larger picture of U.S. and Italian relations, and the ripple effects of this meeting will continue to be seen in the coming years.